Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, collectors of adult age, Dave here again. Welcome back to Dave's Empire 1981 for another Mega Video May video, this time featuring my second, third, and fourth Mythic Legions figures. I will show you a little more about each one along the way. But first, I'm going to move these guys off to the side and reveal my first Mythic Legions figure in the back there. This beautiful guy had come out of this set. This was the Barbarian Builder Set, and as you see him, this is the way I had decided to build him. Hope you enjoy that. There's a video on the channel. I'll link it in the description. But since that's causing a lot of glare, I'm going to put that over here. That's a little better. We're going to put this guy at the top. But a quick look at him. Long sword, mid sword, dagger. I like the winged helmet option and the smaller shoulder pads. I call him Varys. But let's go for number 2 here. This one I bought from my man Ish, the same guy I bought the first one from. And actually, I got number 3 and 4 from him as well in a trade. So this guy is Deluxe Dwarf Legion Builder. I'm going to bring this down to table height so I can see over the camera while I am doing things. Maybe I'll go mid. Maybe I'll go there. There's the package there. You can see the cool artwork on the back. Pretty much the same across the series. I'm going to zoom in on that so you can read that if you choose to. If I can get it to focus on it. Maybe it'll focus, maybe it won't. Who knows? I don't know. Either way. Excuse me. This is from Horsemen Studios. And I do not hold to the story that they created for the figures. I create my own headcanon mythology for them. So it will be whatever I decide it will be. He does not have a name yet. That is something I have yet to decide. So let's get the card off there. Slide that. You can see the artwork a little better there. Accessory bundle there. Very collector friendly packaging. It will pop right back on there. There is my Deluxe Dwarf. Let's uncoil him from the bendy wire. Now, with the Legion builders, the characters don't have specific names, which I like because I like to create my own names for them. That's why that guy in the back named Varys. Okay. Twisty there. Twisty there. Right there. Trying to keep all the little bits and bobs together for him. Let's look at the accessories that he comes with first, and then we will decide how to set him up. One of the best things about Mythic Legions is they're infinitely interchangeable, or near infinitely interchangeable. The shield comes in a bag of its own, which I will take a look at first. A nicely sculpted bronze deco shield. Looks like a pipe, but it is not. Pegs on there. Nice and tight. And that is our shield. He may use it, he may not. I don't know. It's a wonderful design. I'm going to put that there. He comes with the belt, so he can hold an axe or a sword from one of the other ones. Can you see that all right there, folks? It's got a slit in there. Pretty sweet. He comes with shoulder armor. There's a left and a right. You may or may not use them. I don't know. He's got small ones. You may not need one, but the details on here are really nice. Bring the light there. I like the slight weathering, the slightly shiny metallic paint apps there. There's pegs there so you can peg it onto his back. The other one is the exact mirror of it. He's got a peg hook for the back of his hammer. Really nice bronze paint app there. It comes with two horns to attach to his helmet. Any direction you feel like placing them. Comes with a classic double-bladed battle axe. Very nicely sculpted on both sides. It's a mirror of itself. Nice banded, strappy handle with a nice pointed pommel. Let's look at the fat mama jamma of a hammer. It's got a mold line, but other than that, it is very nicely sculpted. Lots of real deep details in there. That's for that there. Or I could have it pointed up. I think peg it in, pointed down is the way to go. Hell yeah, folks, so you can get underneath something and wedge it up. It's got some weight to it, but it's sturdy. Got a grip there and a grip down here. Very cool. Let me zoom back out some and look at the dwarf himself. I love the Sutton Hoo like helmet there with the horns. You know, let me just go in. Let me just go in on them. There we go. A nicely sculpted braided beard with the gold attachments. These Mythic Legions figures are very, very well detailed. I love the armor. Yeah. They're so interchangeable that I can take parts from the Barbarian Builder and bring them onto this guy if I so chose to. That giant wedge rectangular hole in the back is meant for an attachment. That's for his shoulder armor. They do have peg holes. Not much I can say about this other than he's impressive. Let's figure out how we want to set him up. Got to get the horns in there. I don't think they're left and right centric. They're nice and tight in there. Yeah. I like that. I like the way that looks. Hell yeah. Let's go over articulation before we get the shoulder armor on. He's only got the one head. It's on pivot there. Giant ball. Looks like that's the way it's molded. I can get that out of there if I chose to, so I can get different head in there. But that's so freaking cool looking. Even the back of the beard is sculpted. Well, we got the head off. We go over articulation. Arms up to there. Strong shoulders. Yeah. The gray tones. Even the under sleeve is sculpted. Gray tones of this guy will contrast quite nicely with Varus up there. His elbow. Let's see. There we are. The lower arm slides around inside the elbow, so you gotta figure out where that goes. There he is. There we go. You get a little less than 90, but he's an armored dwarf. You really need super articulation. He's got wrists, very nice. You got a ball there and get a pretty good range of motion. Dwarven split. Pretty good split because these skirted pieces will move out of the way. There's a fly flying around here. Single jointed knee, but good range. Fucking fly. The knee pad is on the lower leg. Ball joint there. Pretty solid joints. Let's see, do we want the shoulder armor on them? Let's see. So you reach around there. Reach around. Pegs on quite nicely there. Let's see how he looks at both of them on there. He looks super bulky, super chunky. Undecided. He's basically built like a little tank. That's a good look. Might put that belt on him just to hold the axe. Will he use the shield? Let's see how he looks. Looks about like that. Varus up there would not use a shield. However, this guy, being essentially a tiny tank, I think that's his name. Tank. I just named him. His name is Tank. Tankard. His name's Tankard. Good beer drinker. I love the massive hammer. That's cool. I'll save that for somebody else or him another time. I like the single shoulder armor, single pauldron style. Wow, that is cool. What do you think, folks? Do you think Tankard is a good name for this guy here? I sure do. He's got the shield, but he doesn't necessarily need it because he's a giant, a giant small badass. Varus is the first, so you'll stay up there. But Tankard is the second. He will go there. What do you think, folks? Do you think I chose wisely with his parts and pieces, huh? I'll put everything back in the package. And by everything, I mean everything. Shoulder armor, the strap, and the other battle axe. Yeah. So this will wrap nicely. Let's rest behind there. That basically showing how easy it is to seal everything with not even really a seal because it's just tabs. Some retailers will tape them to keep them shut, some will not. Bend that, and then slide that around to this side. The longer sides are a little bit easier to get back on, actually. And my Deluxe Dwarf Legion Builder figure has been built. Now we're gonna move on to number 3. And we are looking at the Deluxe Barbarian Legion Builder. Let's go. Wow, that got super bright there all of a sudden. Since he's taller, we're gonna go this way. My lighting is unresponsive, so I have to wait and adjust. Okay. Figure number 3 in my Mythic Legions collection. It is a bear totem there. There are barcodes. There, I believe that's the same as the back. There's some other figures in the series. There are many, many Mythic Legion figures, but these ones are mine. There's his weapons pack. His tray. Get this big honking sword out of here. Untwist these guys. One thing I did not put back in the other package was these twisties, but I will do that before I put the package itself away. Put him there. Put that there. Let's get his accessories out of the bag, shall we? One of the big draws of this figure for me was actually the accessories. Let's see. He also comes with the strap. So they can hold a sword or whatever. He comes with a single-bladed axe and almost like a wood or horn texture. Shiny metallic plastic. Very nice. He also comes with shoulder blades, or shoulder pads, rather. Very cool. They look to be identical to the dwarf ones, except dark gray plastic instead of light. This trident was the big draw for me. It is pointy, it is stiff, but it is still flexible, so be careful. Nicely sculpted in the metallic plastic. Peg right onto the shaft. Got nice sculpting on the handles there. It is long. I'll give you that. It's very long. The sword, giant hunker of a sword. Nice runes or writing in the blade. Crazy looking cross guard setup here. Nice pointy pommel. Same on both sides. This guy is almost definitely going to be using the trident because I got him specifically for it. His horns are on him in the package. He's got a nice chunky helmet there. Ripped arms. Nice guards there. These guys are just so detailed. Ripped up thighs, chunky armor on the legs. Open at the back for mobility. Same back armor setup. Yeah. Let's see. Zoom out. Let's check this guy's mobility here. Stiff on the ball peg, which just loosened up. It is just a ball peg. Come all the way around. Looks like these horns are glued into the helmet. Just a little bit of tweaking to get the point forward. If he has eyes, you can't see them. You look up like that. Bend, he can move around. Crazy sculpted beard, just like the other ones. Arms super stiff. Be careful first time moving them around. If they're too stiff, do the heat them up trick. That's a good 90 there. I like that. These guys don't have bicep cuts. They have elbow joints. Thickly painted hand. That's his elbow joint there. The wrist. The hand is attached to the guard. There we go. It's stuck with the paint there, but it's alright. It's thick paint. Just watch out for that. Let's turn his arm in. Nice. Also thick paint on this one. This belted skirt piece is an overlay. Pop him in half. You can probably get that off and swap with somebody else. Single jointed knee, you get to there. I gotta go. We got cows. Sorry. I was listening to Twister in the background. The old wifey is watching one of her favorite movies in the other room. I'm tempted to call it early and go watch with her. Yeah. Let's see. Do we like him without the armor, or do we like him with the armor? Let's see. Can you hear the heathen children outside? Flying armor, folks. Flying armor. There we go. Stiff peg. These guys are super chunky looking with the armor on. So maybe he doesn't need it. I like how the pegs get some kind of mobility there. You know, this guy looks good with it. What do you think? He is definitely a trident wielder. Giant honking blade. No. It's a good blade, but no. This guy is cool. Let's see, does he want the other strap on? That didn't sound right. Maybe across the back. Let's get him wielding his trident. I'm going to run it all the way down through the hand. Can he double grip it? That's always a test of a figure, isn't it? If they can double grip the weapons they come with. Run that guy down there, that guy there, that guy there. Yeah, he can totally double grip his trident. That looks good. He doesn't have a name yet. But there he is. All he needs for now is the trident. Which means the rest of his accessories are going back in his package. So we are going to put him... Forgot his big chunky sword. Alright. Now we can put him away. Put his bendy wires down the side. Let's get this package all re-plip-plapped. What's a good name for fish? I'm gonna put his package over here. Next one up, we have this guy. Right, yeah. He is a gladiator. There's his sigil there. Deluxe Gladiator Legion Builder. Same right up. Let's get this beautiful bastard out of here. His weapons pack. There he is in his glory. Let's get his spear. Let's get him untwisted. Yeah, I don't know. I like to name my figures. Each good figure should have a name if you are taking it upon yourself to rename them. So, I don't know yet. Put him there, put that to the side. Let's look at his weapons. He's got some nice ones. He has a shield as well. Ooh, he's got other feet. That's awesome. Since he is a gladiator, he comes with the shield, set up with the same pipe stem kind of peg there. We'll zoom in so we can take a look at all the accessories. There we go, nice and clear. Dark gray, sparkly like plastic. There's the handle there, very nice. His single shoulder piece of armor comes with a very, very badass skull sculpt in there. Pegs onto the back. So his will only be on the left side if we choose to set him up with it. But so badass I might just be forced to. He's got a small sword looking like Sting from Lord of the Rings. He does not come with a belt strap, so we might have to borrow it from one of the other ones so he can hold his sword. And like I said, he comes with extra feet because he is barefooted in the package. He has a left and a right armored foot. If I can find the other one, there it is. Very cool. We're gonna get his spear there, molded in a dark gray, dark gray, not black. It's plastic, just straight spear with the spearhead. We're gonna zoom out so we can take a look at him in just a moment. First, I'm gonna creep back into the other package so I can borrow that strap that he came with, since he's not using it. My gladiator will. As I said, interchangeable mix and match parts. One of the big draws of Mythic Legions. Collector friendly packaging and same details and interchangeability. So let's take a look at the figure himself. Let's zoom back in so we can get a real good look at him. There is his head in a classic gladiator style helmet with the ridge on it, looking very detailed, very beaten metal. He has nipples, insanely sculpted body, nicely molded everything. The skirted piece looks like it can't come off as well. It holds in his back for attachments that we do not have. Yeah, very cool. I like the bare feet on him. He is going to keep the bare feet, I believe. Yeah, he looks too good in bare feet to put the feet on him. Would be cool, but nah. The helmet looks like a fish to me, so I think his name is going to be Pescado. There you go, we broke him loose there. A little bit of down, very little up, with the body articulation, and get there. Get the arms. The armor arm looks a little out of place, makes him look a little bit like a cyborg because of the way the shoulder molds into the torso. Let's get his elbows facing forward. Very nice. I really like Legions figures, Mythic Legions figures. What do you think, guys? Do you like them? The skirted pieces help hide the hip joints. Let's get a Pescado split. Wow. Way. He can do straight 90. Be careful with that. You don't do that too much. It'll loosen them all up. Single jointed knees. Get a little bit of paint rub, paint stick there on the knee. That's alright. Oh yeah, this guy is nice. He is a gladiator. So as cool as the shield is, he's not going to use that. We need to get this strap on him. So what we're going to do, pop the head up. That strap as well can come off, but I like that, so we're going to leave that there. We're going to get this strap over top. You know, it needs to go around his waist. Let's see, I believe these guys can pop apart at the waist. Yep, it's a big ball joint. Oh, see, big ball joint. You can switch and swap all these things. That goes there. Let's see. We're going to hang that there for now. Pop him back together. There we go. He is back together. He's going to hang the sword off the side, I think. The sword is basically his last resort weapon. But he has to have it with him. There. You can hang down kind of like that. Dig it. Since we got his head off, we're going to go ahead and get the shoulder armor on him. It's too badass an armor to not use. I guess that's it there. Looks a little floaty. Let's get his head back on there. Looks a little floaty. If I don't use it on him, I'll definitely use it on somebody else. Huh. 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 Let's see how he looks in that one. Ooh. Ooh. I think we got something. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see what he looks like with the darker piece. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Oh yeah, he looks good with that. Yeah. Let's get Pescado's head back on. That does mean fish, right? Oh yeah, that looks pretty cool. I like the darker, the 3 tones of metal there. Right. He is also a spear wielder. But since he's wielding that way, he's going to wield his
really good movie
this way. Space River News has just informed me of something I already know. That Twister is a really good movie. I have known this fact since 1996, 97 when it came out.
97.
So, yeah. Meh. Yeah. That, I believe, is how he's going to be on this shelf. So, I pretty well explained the mix and match ability of the accessories with the use of the strap and the, it's just hanging straight down the back, and the shoulder armor. That is Pescado. Let's get the shield and the feet put away. And we'll put that back inside this plastic. And then we'll do a quick overall look at them all. And do a little wrap up. What do you think, folks? Should we do a wrap up? We are at nearly 48 minutes. Yeah, screw it. Mega video may. Long videos. Yeah. If I'd filmed each one separately, they would have been roughly 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes each. So to come out with 3 in the space of under an hour is pretty good. See a little fly there? Shoo fly. Let's do this here, folks. Come all the way up here. Change the light. Let's get these guys there and there. Pescado, Tankard, Varus in the back. I don't have a name for him, so I'm just going to call him Toro for right now, because he's got bull-like horns. That, ladies and gentlemen, I think is about going to do it for this Mythic Legions Mega Video May edition of the series. Yeah. Got some barbarians, we got some gladiators, we got some dwarves. Yeah. I like the general aesthetic of the bearded, hammered, dwarven, swordy type figures. Partly armored, partly not. I really dig these guys. I've been choosing them very carefully so I can maintain a similar feel across my collection. So any more that I get in the future will have a certain commonality to them. So they all kind of blend into this general look. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, collectors of adult age, what do you think? Are you a Mythic Legions collector? Do you take them out of the package? Do you hang them up? Do you just leave them looking pretty? Do you pose them? Do you switch and swap parts between the figures? Do you customize them? Let me know all these goodies down in the description below. And yeah, I will post the link to Varys's unboxing. And like, comment, share, subscribe for Horseman Designs. Deuces.